Hi students, see today we are going to discuss about the types of chemical reaction. What is the type of chemical reaction? We are going to discuss the 4 types of the chemical reaction. The first one is decomposition reaction, second one is the combination reaction, third one is displacement, and the fourth is double displacement reaction. All this reaction we have some experimental also that we are going to discuss in the end of the session. Hi students, today we are going to discuss about the types of chemical reaction. The types of chemical reaction: combination reaction, then decomposition reaction, the third one is displacement reaction, and the fourth one is double displacement reaction. First we will discuss about the combination reaction. What is that combination reaction? Here the combination reaction means 2 reactants gives a single product. For example, carbon react with oxygen, hydrogen react with oxygen to form that is water, carbon dioxide, then calcium oxide. The solid calcium oxide react with water to give calcium hydroxide. So this is example of the combination reaction. Here the calcium oxide, this is a quicklime, converts to slaked lime. Here this one reactant, the calcium oxide is one reactant, then water is the another reactant. 2 reactants gives single product. Here only one product. Here one reactant, here one reactant, it gives only one product. So these are called combination reaction. Next example is burning of coal, that is carbon. The carbon in the presence of oxygen and heating, what happened? It converts to carbon dioxide gas. Here the carbon is one reactant, oxygen is another reactant, it gives a single product, that is carbon dioxide. So this is also example of the combination reaction. Then formations of water, that is hydrogen gas react with the oxygen gas to form water. So this is also one of the example of the combination reaction. Here also 2 reactant. The definition is the 2 reactant gives a single product is called combination reaction. See some more examples we can see the combination reaction, that is methane gas react with oxygen gas to form the carbon dioxide and the water gas. Then the glucose, the aqueous, that is a glucose solution react with the oxygen to form the carbon dioxide and water. Then the very important thing is the energy is released. Here already we seen that the calcium oxide react with water to form the calcium hydroxide and energy is released. Here when the energy is released means the reaction is exothermic in nature. Simply exothermic in nature. Say that is see already you know that every day, that is we eat some food, that is during the digestion food is broken down into simpler substance, that is for example rice, potatoes, they contain some carbohydrates. So they give some energy. These carbohydrates are broken down to form the glucose, like this molecule. So the glucose combines with oxygen in the cell of our body, that is it provides energy, so that this gives a energy. So this is also the combination reaction, but energy is released. So this is also called the exothermic in nature. Then the decomposition of vegetable matter into the composite of also and the example of the exothermic reaction. Next we will discuss about the decomposition reaction. See the decomposition reaction. The decomposition reaction means just opposite of the combination reaction. Here the one reactant undergoes a decomposition. This is the thermal decomposition. The thermal means heating. So the ferrous sulfate on heat to give the ferric oxide, sulfur dioxide and the sulfur trioxide. Here the three, look at here, this reactant, the one reactant and undergoes a decomposition process to give two or more products. So just opposites of the combination reaction. So this is called a decomposition reaction. The ferrous sulfate on heating it converts to ferric oxide and the sulfur dioxide gas and the sulfur trioxide gas. So this is the example of the decomposition reaction. Look at this next reaction. Here the calcium carbonate, that is the limestone, also called limestone, gives on heating it converts to calcium oxide and the carbon dioxide gas. Here this is also only one reactant gives two products. Here one reactant gives three products. That means one reactant undergoes a decomposition process to give two or more product is called decomposition reaction. See some more examples like this. This is lead nitrate and solid on heating with on heating to give lead oxide and nitrogen dioxide, then oxygen. Similarly, this is called thermal decomposition reaction. Simply we can say that is because of heating. So this is called thermal decomposition reaction. Next, look at this silver chloride and the silver bromide. When the presence of sunlight, the silver chloride in the presence of sunlight, what happens means it converts to silver and the chlorine. Here the silver chloride is decomposes when the presence of sunlight it converts to that is silver and the chlorine. Here the very important one, this is you have to keep the silver chloride or the silver bromide or silver nitrate, whatever it is, you have to keep only in the dark bottle, because presence of sunlight means it will decomposes, and also these chemicals are very expensive, so that we are using very carefully that then only we can get the clear substance, that is the silver chloride. You have to keep only in the dark bottle. So these are called decomposition reaction. Next we will see the displacement reaction. Next is the displacement reaction. The displacement reaction means here iron, this is iron react with the copper sulfate. Iron solid react with the copper sulfate solution. It converts to what? Ferrous sulfate and the copper. Here the iron react with this solution. What happened? The iron is displaces, that is iron sulfate. That is iron is combined with the copper sulfate. It converts to iron sulfate. Now the iron is combined form. So that is the product. So iron sulfate, or you can tell that is ferrous sulfate, and the copper is removed. So this is the displace. One metal is displaced to another. So this reaction is called displacement reaction. Now similarly in zinc, the zinc react with the copper sulfate to form the zinc sulfate and the copper. Then the lead react with copper chloride to form lead chloride and the copper. See here, suppose the reaction in case I have the copper react with iron sulfate, what happens? This displaces no reaction. There is no reaction. Why means here the copper is less reactive than iron. Here suppose if I use zinc, that is zinc sulfate react with copper, that is also no reaction, that is the reverse reaction is not possible, because this zinc, lead, ions are highly reactive element, so that the high reactive element does not replaces the low reactive element. That we are going to discuss about the metals and non-metals, that is the metal reactivity series are there, the high reactive, least reactive and the moderate reactive metals are there, that we are going to discuss about the metals and the non-metal chapter. Now that is why here that iron react with the copper sulfate to form ferrous sulfate, zinc react with the copper sulfate to form zinc sulfate, that is the displacers, lead react with copper chloride to form lead chloride and the copper. Here these reactions are called displacement reaction. Next we will see the double displacement reaction. Now the double displacement reaction. The double displacement reaction, that is you will observe that there is the already we seen that some of the insoluble substances, that is called a precipitate. See any reaction gives, that is some produces some precipitate, is called a precipitated reaction. For example, here the sodium sulfate. The sodium sulfate react with the barium chloride. Here the sodium sulfate is the clear solution, barium chloride is the clear solution, that is the colorless. Both the solution is colorless. Now when mixed with this solution, that is sodium sulfate mixed with the barium chloride, it converts to barium sulfate and the sodium chloride. So here the barium sulfate is, that is the that is the sodium chloride and the barium sulfate. The barium sulfate, this is the solid form. The solid form means that is precipitated form. When the both aqueous, that means the both solution react with, what happens, gives a precipitate and another one is the clear solution. That clear solution is called, that is sodium chloride, that is also called aqueous solution of sodium chloride, and the barium sulfate is the precipitated form. Okay, so when sodium react, that is sodium sulfate react with barium chloride, that is double displacement. Here one combined substance, here also another one combined substance. Here that sodium sulfate is converts to sodium chloride, then the remaining is what? Barium sulfate. So this is called double displacement reaction. So so many examples are there. Now we are going to see, that is the precipitation of the barium sulfate is formed by the reaction of what? Sulfate ion, that is SO4 2 minus, and the barium chloride, that is the Ba 2 plus ion. So the product is formed, that is sodium chloride and the barium sulfate. So already we seen, that is in some activities do in that previous section, the lead nitrate, that is lead nitrate react with the potassium iodide. What did you observe mean? That color of the solution is changed, that is the yellow in color, that is the precipitate form is yellow. So that is lead iodide, the lead nitrate converts to lead iodide and the potassium nitrate. So that is also one of the example of double displacement reaction. Now we will see some activities for this types of chemical reaction, that is decomposition reaction, what is combination reaction, then displacement reaction and the double displacement reaction. Now we will see some activities are there. Hi students, now we are going to do that activity as decomposition reaction. This is lead nitrate. See, already we seen that reaction. The lead nitrate on heating to gives what? That is the brown color fumes are coming, that is lead oxide and the nitrogen dioxide gases are coming out. Now we will perform the experiment. See, take lead nitrate powder, that is the solid form of the lead nitrate is here. Take small amount of the lead nitrate. After adding this, take a tongue and heat this test tube. This test tube contains lead nitrate. Usually on heating experiment you have to very carefully do this. See, it will take some time. On strong heating it converts to, that is the brown color gases are coming out, that is called nitrogen dioxide. After a few minutes, you can notice down, slowly starts, the brown color is slowly starts in this test tube, that is the gas. So brown color fumes are slowly coming out. See, students, can you see this brown color fumes? See, now the intense brown color fumes are, that is nitrogen dioxide fumes are coming out. So the brown color gas is called NO2. So the lead nitrate on decomposing, that is on heating, it will decompose to give lead oxide and the nitrogen dioxide. So just opposite of the combination reaction. One reactant gives two or more product. So here the white color substance are, that is lead oxide. Then you can see this is brown color gases are coming out slowly. Brown color gases are coming out. This is nitrogen dioxide, that is brown color fumes. Can you see the brown color gases? Slowly the gases are coming out. So this is called decomposition reaction. See, now we are going to do the displacement reaction. So we have copper sulfate, zinc metal and the iron filling, that is the iron metal. Now I am going to dissolve the copper sulfate solution in this water. So this is blue in color solution. Now react with the zinc metal and the iron filling. What happens? Now we will see. Now we will do the experiment. So this is the copper sulfate solution, that is you can see, that is blue in color solution. I have two test tubes. The two test tubes contains what? Copper sulfate solution. Now I am going to put a zinc metal in one test tube. Another one test tube I am going to put a iron fillings metal, that is iron metal. This is zinc metal. Then one more test tube is here. The test tube, this is iron filling. I am going to put some iron fillings. After a few minutes, notice on that color, both having now in blue in color. After a few minutes, just notice the color. What changes are occur. Now look at this color changes, student. See, this is colorless. The colorless solution is zinc sulfate and the copper is deposited on the surface of the zinc metal. Now the bottom of this what? Copper. And look at this solution converts to what? Ferrous sulfate. So copper sulfate when reacted with the iron filling, it converts to ferrous sulfate. The ferrous sulfate is green in color So can you see this green in color solution? In the bottom of the test tube, copper is deposited. So this is called displacement reaction. See, now we are going to do this barium chloride solution and the sodium sulfate solution. So this barium chloride converts to, when react with the sodium sulfate, it converts to a barium sulfate and the sodium chloride. So this reaction name is called a double displacement reaction. So already I have a aqueous solution of barium chloride and I want to dissolve this solution, that is in substance with water. Just take small amounts of water and add some sodium sulfate solution. Just dissolve it. Look at this, both solution, this barium chloride and the sodium sulfate solutions are colorless in nature. Now see the reaction when already we seen that theoretical reaction, barium chloride reacts with sodium sulfate, it converts to barium sulfate, that is the precipitated form. Now you can see the precipitate form here. Just I am going to pour this sodium sulfate solution in this test tube. So this is colorless and the barium chloride solution also colorless. Now I am going to add slowly the barium chloride solution in the sodium sulfate solution. What happens is, so the precipitate is formed. Now the white in color, that is the white color substance are called barium sulfate, that is the precipitated form. Suppose if you get the filter mean, that is the sodium chloride solution. So this reaction name is called double displacement reaction. Next is a combination reaction. The combination reaction, there is two or more reactant gives a single product. Here the calcium oxide and this is water. Now I am going to dissolve this calcium oxide in this water. What happens means that slowly the temperatures are rises. So the calcium oxide dissolved in water means it converts to calcium hydroxide. So this is the calcium hydroxide solution. So I can feel the temperature, that is slowly warm up the solution. That is, then I can show you one more experiment, that is exothermic experiment for dissolving the sulfuric acid in water. I will show you. See students, this is concentrated sulfuric acid and this is water. I am going to show the exothermic reaction. See, already we see that calcium oxide that is dissolved in water, that is you can feel that warm in that solution. Now I will show you water having 25 degrees Celsius. So this is thermometer. Usually this is shows the low temperature because 25, that is in body temperature we have nearly 36, but it shows 25, that's why it shows low. Now I am going to add the sulfuric acid in this water, or I can take this tube, the boiling tube. So adding some water. Now I am going to pour some concentrated sulfuric acid. You have to add very carefully in this solution. That is, it's a very strong acid. Now you can check the temperature. 40.2. See, already we seen that is low. That means water having 25 degrees Celsius. here it shows after adding the sulfuric acid in that water, you can show that you can see 40.1. The temperature is 40.1. So that means the energy is released. The energy means releases means that is called exothermic reaction. This is not a combination reaction. Just I am showing you how the exothermic reaction takes place. Hi student, today we were discussed about the types of chemical reaction. What we were discussing means combination reaction, decomposition reaction, displacement reaction and the double displacement reaction. See, also we seen that experimental part also, that is the activity. So combination reaction also we seen, displacement, double displacement, then the decomposition reaction also we seen. Okay, next class we will discuss the oxidation and the reduction reaction.